Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video for Paw Your Way Into Our Hearts, where we take pictures of our fur babies, and this is Asher Basher. This is while we were still at the old house, and while Josh was deployed, he carried these socks around like forever and a day, because that's daddy socks. Like, it had his smell and everything on there. So he carried it everywhere, and I ended up taking pictures of it. In that regards, he was sleeping with it, and then he looked up at me. So I am going to put my sketch up here from my monthly crop for February, and it's got some mixed media. So I am going to use a glaze. I'm not quite sure which one I want to use. I may use this and this. I may just use this. I'm not sure. And then I do have a green and penny or pocket. And then I do also have Get Glowing. So let's see what I can. What I am going to be doing here is that I'm going to outline it in black. And then once I get this down and I do my white outline, I am going to get out my sprays. And I'm going to do a bunch of spraying in certain spots. Let that dry, do the glaze, let that dry, and then come back the next day so that I can get the rest of this put together. Sorry for my voice. It's allergies. This weather is just crazy down here in the state of Georgia. I go from one extreme to the next. So if it cuts in and out, I am super sorry for that. So I'm just going to dab and spray and then do some splattering and things like that. So what I am using, let me see here. So what I am using is, I will use the Color Splash, which is the penny in your pocket, which was that goldish color that I was doing. The Palm Reader is the green. And then this is Brutus Monroe. And this is the teal Cetra glaze, which is so smooth. It's super smooth. I really, really love it. So this is the next day. I had to let it dry and do all this stuff. So what I'm doing here is in the corner you can see my sketch. There's tons of mixed media behind it, tons of everything else. And I am going to be making these strips. Now the strips on this one, they are the same on the bottom as they are on the top. But I decided that I am going to do different strips instead, because I really like that, because it's my dog. Layout. While you are watching me put this all together, make sure that you go check out everybody else that's linked down below. All of the fun stuff will be down there for Paw Your Way Into Our Hearts. We absolutely love working with our animals, our fur babies, and my Asher Basher he gets his own little spot in my heart and in my craft room. It's always a pleasure having that little boy in my room. So I'm just using this while the rest is drying so that I can kind of gather where I want to place everything, so that when that piece dries, I can bring it back and we can put this all together. So I'm just using that background piece that you see on there. I promise you it's not what I'm going to be using, but I'm just using it so that I can get these drawn out and glued together while that other thing is, while my background is drying. It saves some time, because obviously when this is all put together, then it's just easier for me to just move it from one to the other. So I keep two of the pieces the same, and then I switch the others around. So this is the piece that is done, and I absolutely love it. It is super, super gorge, and I just love how it turns out. I think it is perfect in every which way. So I am going to glue all this down, and it's just looking wonderful. So I am going to be then doing my outlines on all of my papers. I love doing this option. It is one of the best things. It just brings it all together. And I just like the fact that I made this such a simple but yet wonderful layout. Okay, so this is the next day. You'll see I don't know if I wore a sweater or not, but you'll see a change in a sweater if it shows up. Yep, you can see it. Here's the next day. So I'm going through So this is going to be called the best friend, even though that it's just socks. He is still both Josh and I's best friend. We absolutely love it. Here is the word is wolf on there, and then it's like trophy is called the best, and it says the world's best pet. And I thought because I put that down that the trophy would go well, and then the ribbon best friend, just kind of put it all together. So I really want to tackle this banner, so I'm putting this banner in this one little section. And then I am going to glue this down, and the rest of this is pretty much embellishments throughout. I am putting some on each side, and then I did do something a little bit different. I haven't really done this before, but I really love it, and I think I'll probably be doing it more often, just to do something a little bit different than, if you want to say, the norm. So I am just putting everything down and gluing it down pretty much. I kind of stick to a very simple layout. And when I do Ashers, I do actually stay pretty simple. I don't go any like extravagant because we really don't have a lot of layout or a lot of collections. So if I start to put a bunch of embellishments down, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll run out in that sort. I guess I love these brads. The one thing that I do love, the fact that Simple Stories went to doing sticker brads versus actually a brad. So that's nice. I can actually do these as an afterthought than thinking, oh, how is this going to work? So I went and got my pops of color, the black out, and turned these little paw prints into enamel dots. So instead of them being... Instead of them being like black enamel dots, I turned them into the paw prints and just placed them in different spots. I tried to do 3 and I think 1 in each, and then I do come in with some sprays too. I decided to use a different color as well that I didn't mention in the beginning for some splattering as well. Make sure that you go and like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you. I do upload between 2 to 3 times a week, design teams, collaborations, all of the fun stuff. Make sure that you do all the YouTube-y stuff. Make sure you go check out everybody else as well down below. All of that. So here I come in with my splatters, and my splatters is the Creamies Get Glowing. And I wanted it more of a dull color, and then that is it. Make sure you do all the YouTube-y stuff. The still shots are coming up. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.